Hello friends, welcome to Let's Learn Bio. Today I will talk about enzymes. So what is enzyme? Enzyme is a biocatalyst that catalyzes intercellular or extracellular biochemical reactions in living organisms. Hence, it speeds up the reaction by lowering the activation energy. All the enzymes are mostly globular proteins, exception is the ribozymes. Next is structure of the enzyme. Enzyme consists of two parts, protein part and the non-protein part. First one, this is the protein part, which is called as apoenzyme. This is the non-protein part. This non-protein part further of two types. First one is prosthetic group. If non-protein part bind tightly with the apoenzyme, then it is called as prosthetic group. And the second one is coenzyme or the cofactor. If non-protein part bind loosely with the apoenzyme, then it is called as coenzyme or cofactor. The enzyme has a active site on which substrate bind with the enzyme. Next is properties of the enzyme. First is it is a biocatalyst, which means it speeds up the biochemical reactions in living organisms. Next is enzymes are very effective in small amount. Next property is the enzymes remain unchanged at the end of the reaction. Enzymes are highly specific, which means a specific enzyme binds with the specific substrate, just like a lock and a key. A particular lock is opened by a particular key. Like that, a specific enzyme binds with the specific substrate. Next property is the enzymes are sensitive to heat. A slight change in the heat can degenerate the enzymes. Next property is the action of the enzymes can be inhibited by competitive and non-competitive inhibitors. Next is the enzymes are colloidal in nature. Next is the mechanism of enzyme action. This is the enzyme and this is the substrate. In the first step, enzyme recognizes its substrate. After the recognition, the enzyme bind and modify the substrate. After that, enzyme releases the product without undergoing any change. Next is the graph that indicates how enzyme speed up the reaction by lowering the activation energy. This is the graph. The vertical side of the graph indicates the potential energy and the horizontal side of the graph indicates the progress of the reaction. The red line in the graph indicates the change of the substrate into the product without enzyme, and the blue line indicates the change of the substrate into the product with enzyme. As you can see in the picture, when enzyme is not present, the activation energy is high. And when enzyme is present, the activation energy is low. hence it speeds up the reaction. Next is mode of enzyme action. There are two hypotheses regarding the mode of enzyme action. First one is lock and key hypothesis. It is given by Emil Fischer in 1894. According to this hypothesis, enzyme and substrate have complementary shapes. This is the enzyme and this is the substrate, and this is the active site of the enzyme, which is complementary in shape with the substrate. Now specific enzyme bind with the specific substrate and it form enzyme substrate complex just like a lock and key. So second hypothesis is induced fit hypothesis. It is given by Daniel E. Holland in 1959. According to this hypothesis, the active site of the enzyme is not rigid but static. This is the enzyme, and the active site of the enzyme has two groups. First is buttressing site and second one is catalytic site. First of all, the substrate bind with the buttressing site, and then this buttressing site induce the catalytic site to fit the substrate. So in case of induced fit hypothesis, the buttressing site induces the catalytic site to fit the substrate. Next is the classification of the enzymes. There are total 6 classes of the enzymes. First is oxidoreductases. These enzymes involves in oxidation reduction reactions. The example is dehydrogenases and oxidases. Second one is transferases. These enzymes help in the transfer of specific group from one substrate to another. The example is transaminases and kinases. Next is hydrolases. These enzymes involves in hydrolysis of substrate. The example is esterases and digestive enzymes. Next is isomerases. These enzymes involves in isomerization reactions. Example is phosphohexoisomerases and fumarases. Next is lyases. These enzymes help in the removal of group of atoms with the formation of double bond. The example is deoxycarboxylases and aldolases. Next is ligases. These enzymes help in the joining of two molecules by the formation of bond. Next is applications of enzymes. As you know, enzymes speed up the reactions and there are many enzymes which are used in industry. These enzymes are obtained from living microorganisms and used in industry for large scale production. For example, in fruit juice industries, cellulases and pectinases are used to clarify the juices. Beta-glucans are used in brewing industry. In dairy industry, rennet is used for the cheese production. As meat tenderizer, papain are used to soften the meat for cooking. In starch industry, amylases, amyloglucosidases and glucoamylases are used to convert starch into glucose and other syrup. Amylases, cellulases, xylinases and ligninases are used in paper industry. Cellulases are used in biofuel industry. Catalases are used in rubber industry to convert latex into foam rubber. proteases are used in photographic industry. In the end, if you like the content, please subscribe the channel, share with your friends, like the video and comment in the comment box. Thank you.